I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. I'm still quite ill. The content is a bit more sporadic than it normally is. I'm going to play some Green, White, Death and Taxes in a slow play, because I'm not coughing to the point that I'm dead. I'm just coughing a little bit, which I'll obviously edit out. But we're going to play some Green, White, Taxes in Modern, because I hate myself, and I want to get beaten up by Faithless Looting decks, right? Am I right? I'm going to play a couple of rounds today. I've got some other stuff I'm going to film later on today as well to go out on the weekend. Much more heavily edited stuff. This is typical Green, White, Taxes. I'm playing Restoration Angel over Collected Company. Deck list in the description below. I've talked about the list a lot in the past. I'm playing this little bad boy. That's right, I'm genuinely playing this on my sideboard right now. If you don't like it, you can fucking at me on Twitter. Go on, go at me right now on Twitter and be like, what the fuck is that? And then play with it and be like, oh my god, this is great right now. Don't leave the house without at least 2 scoos in your main. I would probably go up to 3 or 4 potentially, although I like the versatility of having these cards instead. Nothing feels better than playing a Thalia, playing an Arbiter and ghost quartering someone so they lose their land like a strip mine and then laughing. Don't laugh at them at an event, obviously. Laugh inwardly, because that's fucking rude. Or in response to a removal spell, flicker whisping a creature out of a vial and then activating displace to start flickering their lands out with flicker wisp. Yes, this deck can do some cool, cute shit, and I fucking love it. Even when Modern is being a complete bitch. If you like the video, make sure you click the subscribe button down below to see more videos. Click the like button and leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Tell me that I'm fucking mad for playing this deck in this kind of format. That's fine, I'm cool with that. Tell me what you think of the list, if you think there's an improvement we can make. Or tell me if there's another deck that you think I should be playing in Modern, Legacy, Commander, Standard, Khans, Limited, Cube's coming. Do you want to see some more Cube content? I fucking cannot wait to play some Cube. I think it's coming the weekend with Gen Con, if I remember correctly. Anyway, drop a comment down below. Let's play some Modern. Game 1, we've won the dive roll, we got a 1-lander with some dorks. We're going to give it a shot. Why not? Why not? Maybe because Gut Shot is prominent in the format, but who gives a shit? They don't have Gut Shot, right? Come on. 1 time no Gut Shot, 1 time no Gut Shot. Fairy Conclave tapped. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, leading up with Thalia would be pretty strong, but I want to get my mana online, so I'm going to lead up with Noble Hierarch for green, not white, and a Giver of Runes from my Noble Hierarch as well. So when we play Mum or Thalia, or Blade Splicer, they'll be protected. Ratchet Bomb, well, that makes my line very, very bad. Like, very bad. Fuck. Guess I'm pathing some of my stuff to get lands? That seems pretty dreadful. Well, we get to get in for 2, so that's something. They obviously put a counter on their Ratchet Bomb. Next turn, we're going to say goodnight, Mr. Tom, to double Noble Hierarch, Giver of Runes. That'll teach me to keep a 1-lander. I've given a lot of 1-landers recently. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Now, they're fairies, so I was expecting a spell starter sprite there, but obviously not. At least we got some lands, right? It just cost us, like, half the cards in our hand. So we've effectively mulliganed. What the fuck? Okay, I'll try and say that again. What the fuck? Okay, so Fairy Conclave, Mutavault, and Matter Reshaper is not what I was expecting. It's like Mono Blue Eldrazi or something. Aetherval first, Thalia second. Thalia can block the Matter Reshaper, but I think I might rather take 3 than trigger it and get like a card at the top, because, wow, I don't know what to expect. And the worst thing when you're trying to play D&T is disrupting a plan you don't understand. Also, I respect these mismatching islands, so I respect them a lot. So are we going to see a Cryptic here? Well, we can't. Click us and then get rid of probably our Blade Splicer, I'd imagine. That seems pretty gas here. Yep, they got rid of our Blade Splicer. No, they didn't. I'm lying. Eldrazi Displacer. I guess it was actually useless at the moment with no colourless mana, but once you get colourless mana, it's a pretty good magic card. We're going to make some bodies. Maybe they're just fairies with added Matter Reshapers. Maybe that's a thing. Attack with Thalia, because we've got to threaten them at some point. They'll probably block with Matter Reshaper now and get some value out of that. Double block. Interesting. Well, I'm going to kill the Vendilion Clique, because then that probably enables their Cryptic, so maybe that was a bad idea. Trade 1 for 1 there. Pass back to them. They untap their Fairy Conclave Mutavault Triple Island with a Matter Reshaper on board. Because, you know... Oh, Tribute Mage, okay. Another Ratchet Bomb? Will that kill our Golem or our Vial? Yep, it got a Ratchet Bomb. So next time they can kill our Golem, so we don't want to make another Golem just yet. There's our Arbiter a turn too late. Frustratingly. We do have a Restoration Angel, though. That's pretty good. Okay, I wasn't going to, like, lose my Golems to the Ratchet Bomb, but I want to force the Ratchet Bomb out. All those other things. Mana Leak. Okay. Yeah, the Mana Leak, Matter Reshaper, Tribute Mage, Ratchet Bomb, Fairies deck. Interesting. There's the Ratchet Bomb we expected. No attacks from them is interesting. I only had a 1-1 in play. I guess I had a Val on 2 and they're expecting a Thalia, maybe. That's a pretty good draw here. Do they have, like, a spell starter sprite for the Noble Hierarch here? Let's get into the red zone with a 4/4 first striker. We have Restoration Angel up next turn with the mana that we've got. Unfortunately, they've probably got Cryptics and Mana Leaks and also... Okay, Ratchet Bomb on 1 now kills both the Hierarch and the Vial. But I think we're okay with that. Our Golem's probably more valuable at the moment. Treasure Map. Absolute mad lad. Attack with a Golem. They can double block, of course, but... Again, I think I'm okay with that. Ooh, we get to kill a land? Yeah, I'll do that. Seems decent. And then we hope they haven't got a mana leak, really. So this bad boy resolves, but trading 1 for 1 with the leak isn't terrible, as we're not in a bad board position. Land from them, no attacks. I don't know if I should be, like, expecting some form of combo out of our opponent. Whether that's a thing. Or whether this is just like a value deck with counter spells. I actually think Treasure Map's quite a good Magic card. I play quite a bit of it like in current Arena Standard and like Brews and things. I think the card's legitimately quite good. Is it good enough in a world of Hogaak? And that's the problem with Modern, right? You don't get to play with cool stuff like this because of that exact reason, really. They have 2 cards in hand. How many counter spells can they have? When this flips, they're going to have an awful lot of mana. And ways to draw cards too. Makes me a little bit sad. Okay, there's my Ghost Quarter. They go to block with Mana Reshaper. I'm going to Ghost Quarter their Mutavault, I guess. And then see if they'll pay for this Arbiter. I'm then going to attempt to get them, as it were. They've got to be playing Cryptic, right? In a mono blue deck like this. Yeah, counter spell, draw a card. Sure. Trade. They find another Cryptic command. Jesus Christ on a fucking bike. Getting my ass kicked by something like this was not how I envisioned today going when I woke up. I didn't think, God, I hope I don't lose that Treasure Map, Deprived, Mana Leak, Vendilion Clique, Mana Reshaper deck. Now, I know it sounds like I'm mocking it, but I'm actually all for this. If an odd collection of cards can beat up, like, meta decks and or not so meta decks, I'm all for it. I think that's Teleria West. Right, okay. Now we've got to play through another fucking Cryptic. Well, I guess I don't play this just yet, and I probably use it after I've baited the counterspell with another card at this point. We can trade 1 for 1 on cards against Mana Leaks, but we can't trade 1 for 1 on cards against Cryptic commands. The other problem now is that we can't trade 1 for 1 very well, because this is going to draw them 3 cards across the next 3 turns, probably. So that's not great. Talrand's Invocation. I feel like they're just playing a collection of cards in the tournament practice rooms that aren't actually a deck. How would that possibly go with this? They've got Cryptic up still, so we can't do anything, so we're passing back. Well, I'm losing to it. But then the problem is as well that some Modern and some Legacy decks will just lose to Standard decks, for example. Because like Legacy Death and Taxes is tuned and has its card choices based around disrupting the powerful things you're doing in Legacy. So the moment you start playing like just 4/4s for 4... Well, okay, that's a bad example because Richard and Port should disrupt that. But yeah, once you start playing like standard threats and things, it becomes very, very difficult. Okay, well, it looks like we've lost this match. They will probably counter this. Okay. And then when we go to combat attack, get in for 1. And then, with any luck, they won't have a Deprive or a Leak in hand. But something's telling me that's very unlikely. I wonder how this does perform against other decks in the format. Interesting. Now, here again we have the problem of I don't really know what the fuck I'm meant to sideboard against this, because the deck looks like it's just a pile of random blue cards with a small amount of synergy. Again, not a criticism. In some ways, actually a compliment, because I'm a bit lost. I guess Spyglass can turn off their manlands, let us know what counter they've got in hand. Not everyone can blow up magic bombs and blow up clues, so that's a thing as well. And Scoos might be good against Snapcaster if they've got it. Giver Runes is pretty bad against the Ratchet Bombs. And they're playing Trojan Mages, but they aren't playing Fetch Lands, so I'm going to cut my... I asked my opponent if they've got a name for their deck. We're going first. Love to see an 8th of our hand. Nope. It's not terrible, though. It's slow. But they were very fearful of the Displacer before, weren't they? So, maybe the Talrand's tokens don't match up well with the Displacer, I guess. Thalia will probably be our best draw. As you can hear, my chest is still pretty bad, but it's better to be lucky than good, some might say. Just so those of you who've been paying attention to like my social media posts about my chest and stuff, I've had a cough for like 16, 17 days. Went to the doctors, and they give me basically an asthma medicine to reduce the swelling of the ventricles, the airways in my lungs. Like a steroid inhaler, basically. It's called bronchospasm, which has been induced by severe hay fever that I've had this year. So yeah, fun times. Well, the deprives don't work, and the mana leaks cost 3, so this looks like we're going to get to resolve an Eldrazi Displacer. If we get to draw a white source and get Wisp plus Displacer online, we don't really need to commit much else to the board, and we can just like really fuck with our opponent's plans by just flickering stuff. Oh, Matter Reshaper. Sure. It's a Field of Ruin. We kind of wanted a white source over that, to be honest. I'm just going to path this. No, actually, no, I'm not, because it's going to cost me 2. I was going to leave it on Displaced activation for the next like blocker that they play. I'm going to get my second white source by Field of Ruining their Mutavault, which means if they play a land, they'll have Cryptic up next turn, but I don't think we care. They're tapping down our team, we're loving life. What we got to remember about the first round as well is I had no idea what was going on. I was very, very confused, terminally confused, some might say, to the point that I died. But the other thing was that we didn't mulligan quite a shaky one-lander, and we had to path our own creatures to get back in the game. So we effectively mulliganed quite hard that game as well. Matter Reshaper number 2. Okay, they can't deprive us because of Thalia. And we also have more creatures than them. We can't leak us because of next turn we might get to untap, should I say, pending any dismembers or bounce effects. Flicker Wisp plus Eldrazi Displacer on board, which is very, very good. Okay, this is old-fashioned magic here, kids. This isn't Faithless Looting into like 15 power on turn 2. This is a back and forth of like, you know, removing your blockers and attacking with my creatures. It's crazy, but this is how Magic used to be played back in the day. Our opponents want to say that they get deck called Drake Replicator. Sounds gas. But they took out the right replication. I guess they're trying to control the board until they right replicate something and then nail us. I guess right replicating a Matter Reshaper with pretty good value. I'm going to pay life here, so I've got Path up as well. Going to tap down the Matter Reshaper and just get in for some damage. No Cryptic to tap our team, which is nice. Turn, we can actually play Displacer plus an activation. We're going to path on their end step to see if we can get a bit out. Okay, there's the 4-mana 2/2/2 flyers, which actually might be really quite the problem for our deck. Flicker my Wisp, flicker out a Drake, move for combat and attack. They have a lot of man lines to block with next turn, actually. That was lethal there, so they had to block. That turn round Invocation's Drake token attempts to come back and never arrives. Oh, Tech Edge is a bit of a pain. Well, I say that. There's a good chance I just killed them. But it's a pain that we can't play Eldrazi Displacer next turn and activate it. They can't Cryptic it. Oh, okay, they haven't got anything. Mana Leak, maybe, on my Vial. We can take out some lands on their turn, end step with our Wisp, and then untap and take out some more lands. That'll be pretty gas. I assume we're going to get Cryptic again. We drew a Wisp. I'm going to attempt to go to combat. Flicker my Resto. Resto flickers my Wisp. Say yes. Flicker Wisp targets my Resto. Resto goes away to end of turn. Flicker Wisp comes back. Sorry, Restoration Agent comes back. Flickers my Wisp. My Wisp then comes back. And let's take out a Fairy Conclave. Which on their end step will come back tapped. I'm just really fucking about here. I really enjoy flickering Flicker Wisp with Eldrazi Displacer. I think it's a fetish. Like, I'm quite engorged in the Pantaloon area right now. Repeal my Displacer. Flicker my Resto again. Resto's going to flicker my Flicker Wisp. Flicker's going to take my Eldrazi Displacer away until their end step. And stops them drawing a card as well. Does mean we're disrupting their mana less, but whatever. Blast Zone. I can kill my Noble and my Vial. That sucks. Well, I can't take them off Cryptic mana, so they've drawn a third Cryptic. That's a shame. Could do with this Scavenging Ooze, if I'm honest. They're going to just put us on 3, aren't they? So they Cryptic tap my team. And then we just pass the turn. They're going to put some counters on Blast Zone, and then we're going to flicker the Blast Zone out with our Wisp. That Blast Zone ain't doing shit, my friend. This is still game 2, by the way. Yep. The triple Cryptic draw has kept them very much alive. We played a second Blast Zone. Interesting. In reality, they really need to take me off one of my colourless sources. But they also need to be able to Cryptic me again. They've only got one more left in the deck, right? But they might have Snapcaster Mages. They also need to close up the game, so perhaps attacking with a Fairy Conclave or a Mutavault each turn untapped might be a good idea. Okay, they've skipped it up. They don't think they can win from that board state. That's pretty good. I'm actually dreading my third match against this, though, because, well, I don't know. Blast Zone is a rough card to play against. I guess, actually, I've missed the fact that Silver Spirit's pretty against Ratchet Bomb and Blast Zone, so that needs to definitely... Okay, we have an Aether Vial hand with Thalia, which is pretty good. We also have an aggressive Wisp into Blade Splicer too. We just got to bear in mind that Ratchet Bomb disrupts us quite a bit, as does Blast Zone. Good old Thicket. Getting thick with it. As is the song I often sing when I play it, and my opponents just look at me like, please stop talking to me. Please. Double Tech Edge into Ratchet Bomb? Yeah. Fucking called it. It's going to take him a whole turn to kill our Vial. Hopefully we draw... No, we don't. I was going to say hopefully we draw a Noble to make off of it so we get some value, but I'd be killed by the Ratchet Bomb as well. So that would actually be quite literally terrible. Okay, well, we're going to play Thalia, Guardian of Thraban. I probably should make some white mana for that. That's that. Oh, come on, Thalia. You can do this. I believe in you. And then that'll make their turn even more awkward when they have to, like, blow up the bomb. And then, hopefully... Oh, I keep things like EE. They have no mana to invest in it. 3 colourless lands, eh? We can see another Ratchet Bomb for 3 mana. You have to blow up the bomb now, or as the trigger's on the stack. They don't want it to tick up to 2. Walking Ballista for 1. That certainly does kill a Thalia. Makes my Scoos pretty good that I'm about to play, though, so I'll take it. They're going to keep the... They're not going to block my Vial? That does not seem even remotely correct, but okay. I guess we can force it by wisping the Ratchet Bomb. And then they can't, like, tick up to get me later, you know? They might be trying to get my Iodized Displacers or my Thalias. Oh, they let it go. Sure. Okay. There's some value in that Ratchet Bomb still then. Put a counter back on the Ratchet Bomb and untap. Cool. 3 colourless lands, no blue lands. That's our first blue land. What's this going to be? It could be literally anything with this deck. Walking Ballista for 2. That seems pretty strong. Yeah, so Walking Ballista kills our Flicker Wisp. Walking Ballista's, again, a problem for this deck. Anything that shoots X1s, so Walking Ballista, Gut Shot. No, Renin 6. Renin 6 is pretty good against us as well. Not going to lie. Make a Scavenging Ooze. Untap, tick up. Yep, they're going to let us tick up. Interesting. Interesting. I guess we destroy Academy Ruins this turn, because that way they ain't going to recur Walking Ballistas for all of time. Counter attack. In we go. Any blocks, my friend? No blocks. Okay, let's go ahead and destroy Academy Ruins. Get a forest. And then we're going to eat the Walking Ballista. I mean, Scoos in a way counters the Academy Ruins, but if they have removal for the Scoos, then we have a problem. We also have the issue of not being able to tap out. I guess we did give him double blue, though, which opens up, like, Tarrand and 1 more mana till bloody Cryptic Command, right? They put a counter on their Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb to 2. They can now put their Walking Ballista up to 2 as well. That is a thing they can do. Nope, they're going to play an Aven Eternal. Well, that makes a token. Interesting. It's like a draft deck. Let's make ourselves a token. Say no to ticking this up. I'm hoping I'll swing with the Golem and they'll block it. And then we get to... they shoot the Blade Splicer and I get to fire another Splicer. That'd be pretty gas. I guess I'm going to shock myself, which kind of signals the Gavelry Township as well. But it means nothing dies to the Walking Ballista here. And with that on the stack, I'm going to activate this Aether Vial. Oh, not. I held the control button, but okay, never mind. I don't know why I didn't attack with the Scoos either. I was too busy thinking down my lines to like outplay them and just attacked in a very bad way. I was holding the control button that whole time, hence the little mana issue I had there. But that apparently doesn't matter. So, yeah. Hogaak and Shackles, eh? Well, that's a blocker, that's for sure. Okay, let's say yes. Make another token. Get everyone's power way above that Hogaak and Shackles, I guess. Resto? Nah, Resto would have been pretty good. Well, he gets like a lot of damage because Gabriel Township's like one of the best lands in all of Modern when you're playing a fair game of Magic, that is. Okay, let's do. Beat the Walking Ballista in case they have another Academy Ruins. Maximise that damage and get them. The Hogaak and Shackles can steal one of my golems. If they draw another island. They managed to kill my Scooge with a Magic Bomb, which makes sense. Island steal my golem would be pretty bad. Depends how many basic islands they play. We can go squat them off an island and they might not be able to find another island, you never know. Kill my Gaffney Township, that does make sense. That was probably a little bit too late though, I think. We've got lethal on board, so they must have some sort of flash block. I think the Vendilion Cleat's coming my draw step. Oh no, they're going to steal the Rolling Splicer. Sure, I'll give you a blocker. Attack with 9 power on the ground. Alright. Yep, fair enough. Play a Temple Garden tapped. I'm sandbagging at least one land at all times. They have to respect the vial. Oh, tapping out for Taran's Invocation gives them 2 blockers. Fair enough. Knight of Autumn's a pretty good draw. Let's go to combat attack. Do we have the creature back when this dies? I assume we do. We do. Okay, I checked it on Gather just to make sure. Oh, the double blocks. I wasn't expecting that. Interesting. Interesting. Mutavault, that's a blocker. They're playing Life on the Edge. I like it. Vendilion click A. Well, surprise. Destroy your Hogaak and Shackles. They still got Mutavault up, but we'll go squat for the Mutavault. They can block the Clique on the Golem to survive another turn. The Gavany in hand is pretty scary for them to see. Well, they haven't seen it yet. Clique is not resolved. Okay, Clique is now resolved. Do they target themselves or us? Targeting themselves. Don't forget, kids, Vendilion Clique is a trigger that can target either player. So sometimes you just want to... God, I love Hogaak and Shackles. It's a card we don't see enough. There's 5 power of blocking. I doubt they do that, though, because then they'll just be... Oh, they do that. Okay. We're going to say okay, and then we're going to... Okay, that's both their blockers dead. They're on 1 life. They've got Tech Edge for our Gavany. Serum Visions. With the old art, the better art, in my humble opinion. They are dead. I actually really enjoyed that as a game of Modern because we played weird cards and had weird funds. Where Modern isn't often like that anymore. Okay, we won the die roll. See how our hand looks. You know what? Against a field of Faithless Looting, see if it can do wonders today, or whether it's going to eat a lightning axe whilst our noble eats a fucking gut shot. Let's find out. So they probably think we're devoted druid combo, perhaps. They won't gut shot on our turn because returning Phoenixes is best done in their turn. The last round was in team practice round things. This is now in the 1v1 queue rooms. There's a small amount of prizes on the line. Single Mountain Lava Dart. Yeah, so this is why I joked about it. But this is why I think that yeah, Mana Dorks aren't too hot right now in Modern because Lava Dart and so what I ideally want to do now is draw a Thalia. then we can play Scoos and Pump. We did not, so we're just going to play a Scoos, because we don't want to, like, not play the Scoos, because then we're just putting ourselves behind. The Scoos might eat a Bolt, I guess, but then our Blade Splicer will make 2 bodies, and then we can Resto to make another body, and hopefully that's enough to aggressively punch our opponent in the face, and then Gavney Township can make that board very, very tall as well as wide. Faithless Looting, everybody! The All-Star of Modern. Some people call it the Brainstorm of Modern. I'm going to get my fucking soapbox right now. If you think this is the Brainstorm of Modern, that's kind of dumb. It's the Brainstorm of Modern in some ways, as in it's omnipresent, but it's not the same way as Legacy Brainstorm. Brainstorm and Legacy enables both interaction, back and forth in games, where Faithless Looting is almost predominantly, obviously Mario Pyro is different, but Looting just predominantly promotes this shit, like fucking hyper-fast nonsense. Okay, well, I'm going to eat the Phoenix in the bin without a doubt, right? I'm going to eat the Lava Dart too, so maybe I'm not even playing a creature. We can flash this back. They might have Gut Shot, I guess. So now I have a 3-3. I can Ghost Call myself to get my second Forest. That's pretty bad, because if I kill a Noble, I have no white. I'm going to eat the other Lava Dart, because it gives them... Keeping on one lander is weird, but I guess that's with the power of Faithless Looting and Light Up the Stage. They even have the option to... They also have the option of using Lava Dart to enable Light Up the Stage further down the line as well. Because I can Ghost Call my own Forest. We're not really getting any further into the game. Lightning Bolt my Scoos. He's done part of his job. Let's go Gavney Township, Noble Hierarch. So I'm assuming this is Mono Red Phoenix, by the way. Not the blue-red version, but it could be. But, I mean, the blue-red version doesn't tend to play this. Forked Bolt. I was about to comment about how, with them missing a land drop, better lucky than good, right? But that's probably the perfect card for this scenario. Okay. I mean, they're still behind if they miss a land drop by quite a bit, but that is pretty depressing. That's a pretty good draw there. Blade Explosive resolves. Brings with it another Golem, and then we just get into the red zone. That's 3 damage into 14. With Gavney Township in play, we're absolutely representing another 10 next turn. Bolt a Golem. Yep. They're between a Golem and a hard place, some might say. I guess some would say that, right? I'm going to keep up Resto. It adds 6 power to the board as well. It actually presents lethal, because we hit them for 4 here, taking them to 10, and then we Resto, untap Gavney Township, and killed them. Beloved Blade Splicer. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of blowouts. Let's see if they've got the second Gut Shot. No second copy of Gut Shot. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, they could play another mountain and cast a finale and, like, go off and make multiple Phoenixes here, but I don't think it's enough. Bedlam Reveler. Well, it's a blocker. Bedlam Reveler, Seasoned Pyromancer, and Metamorphose go to the bin. Alright, I'm going to Ghost Court myself, go and get a plain, flicker out the Reveler, and kill them. That is game 1. We got very lucky with our opponent punting on the keeper of one lander. Their hand actually lined up very well against ours, actually, because our Noble Hierarchs and Scoozes and things didn't do well against Lava Darts, Gut Shots, and Lightning Bolts. But we won off the back of them just keeping on one lander, so sometimes it is just better to be lucky than... Okay, I need to minimise the damage that, like, Fork Bolts and shit can do. So I'm going to cut a Noble Hierarch and a Flicker Wisp for a start. I'm going to look at what we want to bring in. So we want to bring in a Scavenging Ooze, a Jotun Grunt. That's right, Jotun Grunt, everybody. A 4/4 for 2 mana that puts 2 cards from a single graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library for each upkeep counter on it, cumulative upkeep. So turn 1 it puts 2 cards in, turn 2 it puts 4, turn 3 it puts 6. Each counter is 2 from a different graveyard, so it could be their graveyard and ours. It will eventually kill itself, but decks that are trying to fuel their yard get gobbled up pretty quickly by this. Scoos. Maybe we want Finks and Knight because they gain us life. Rest in Peace is a little bit on the slow side. And Nombos with our Eternal Witness and our Jotun Grunt, so we might not bring those in. Eidolons and probably some Settles. If I'm bringing in Settles, I might try Thalia. Thalia is good against them, but it can be very bad once they kill it, which they can with a lot of their stuff. So far we've cut a Noble and a Flicker Wisp and a Thalia. And I'm not sure if I want the Finks and the Knight or not. Tell me in the comment section below whether you'll be bringing in your Selfless Spirit to count all their removal spells and the 2 life gain cards. I think I probably should. I mean, they're not a fetch land deck, right? So I can probably cut Arbiter entirely. That gives me another slot. Displace is a little bit slow, so I can bring in a Finks. And that's a deck. That is very much a deck. Yeah, let's give that a shot. So this hand has a Thalia to slow them down, a path to exile to deal with a Reveler or a early Phoenix, and Eidolon of Rhetoric on turn 3 to slow them right down. I like it. I like this hand quite a lot. It's a little bit slow with the lack of a Dork or a Vial, but like you saw last time, sometimes Dorks just die. Guess Taylor Swiftspear might get path next turn. That's the tension of the modern D&T deck versus the legacy one, by the way. Is that path to exile gives them another land, which then undoes what the Thalia does sometimes. I mean, Thalia attacks every spell, of course. There's no reason to path an our turn. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that they would play. Watch some Apostles Blessing, you know, that'd be fucking ridiculous. Swiftspear number 2. Could look like a burn hand. And path one of these bad boys. Get the fuck out. Don't Apostles Blessing me. All good, all good, all good. I don't think they play Apostles Blessing, by the way, but it's a card that they could play. It's kind of a free spell, right? Do they have another spell for turn? Probably a looting, right? If they tap out, it's good. I light up the stage. It's good if they tap out because when we cast Thalia, it means they can't kill her on our turn. Double Lava Spike going to the exile zone because light up the stage, which is good because Lava Spike can't kill Thalia. Also, they're quite expensive with the Thalia in play. So that is definitely something. Right. There's our Thalia. They can't even gut shot it, for example, in our turn to unlock their turn for 4 mana. However, they can pay 1 mana now to Bolt, Gut Shot, or 2 mana to Lava Spike. So Bolt will be 2 mana. Lava Spike will be... Lava Dart will be 2 mana. Lava Spike. So the fact they did that without killing my Thalia tells me that they don't have another kill spell for Thalia in hand. So they're going to attack with a 2-3 now. We're going to take 2. And then we're going to resolve an Eidolon of Rhetoric, which is going to make their life very difficult. Blade Splicer is better at blocking. If we resolve the Rhetoric, what happens is, if they try and kill the Thalia to unlock their hand, they don't get very far. So now they've got to deal with one or the other. They can cast 1 spell a turn, and that spell costs extra mana because of Thalia. What we don't want to see here now, with this sort of lock that we set up, is Bedlam Reveler, because we don't have a foreseeable way of getting around that other than going very wide and then gathering Townshipping, which will be our plan. 4 mana, it's just a Phoenix in the air. Oof, okay. That's a thing. I guess our Finks is pretty good as well for allowing us to be able to like gain life back once it's dead thanks to Gaffney Township. Take 3 and go to 10. Okay, that's a clock. Finks will help. As will Noble Hierarchs. So we're going to go Finks. You gain 2 life, go to 12. So we want a 4-turn clock from this. And then they just tap out and play another one. Then we're not... we can't play the Noble because, of course, my own cards hurt me. So the worst possible thing, actually, to reevaluate from what I said earlier, like a Reveler would be annoying, but a second Phoenix here, Manamorphose, which is interesting because they can't cast another spell now. That's it. That's their turn done. 3 mana Manamorphose puts 2 more mana back in the pool, draws my card. Hopefully this means they're attacking with the Swiftspear, which means we can block the Finks and then like reset it with our Gavany. Some people just forget about how this works because Canonist is so popular by comparison. But bearing in mind this is 3 mana and we can play that in our deck because we've got Dorks, for example. Also, when I play Company, it comes with Company pretty easily. And being a 1/4 means it doesn't die to... I guess the Manamorphose allows them to try and find another Phoenix for next turn. So we're attacking with Thalia and Finks here. That'll be 5 damage if they don't block, which is nice. And then we're going to go very wide. All of a sudden, inverted commas. So their best possible draws from here is they slam a land, play a Phoenix, and hit us for 6. And then our turn, bolt us to the face. That'd be 9. We'll be dead. That said, I've just thought that through that line. That line doesn't work because Thalia would make the bolt cost 2. So that's right. Thalia's a pretty damn good magic card. Faithless Looting. Okay, so that means we're not going to see another Phoenix this turn. Does mean they could bolt us in our turn, untap and Phoenix us, which would be pretty rough. So although not in the order that I mentioned, Bolt plus Phoenix is definitely the way of getting... I guess Lava Spike too, right? But Lava Spike can't be cast on our turns. Our best possible draws are Flicker Wisp and of course Restoration Angel, because Restoration Angel is very good in this matchup for blocking our Clay Phoenixes, and we're using ETBs like Kitchen Finks. Any of those would be pretty good. That's not one of those. Huh. So we can threaten lethal by attacking with everything and activating Gavany. But then we are dead to Phoenix plus any 3 damage spell. We can play the Horizon Canopy and crack it, but then we're threatening far less damage. If we threaten lethal by attacking with everything, we have to be able to gather money to kill the monetary system. Otherwise, even just like a lava dart would be lethal. This is kind of rough. We can just do a conservative attack with a couple of creatures and give them one more turn to try and kill us. I mean, that might be the better line, right? Either way, we aren't killing them this turn. So I think we have to take the conservative line here. Oh, hang on. I miscounted. This is lethal. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. It's 8, 9, 10, 11. Huh. And they don't have bolt. They might have lava dart, maybe? I guess we go for it. Because it kills the Swift Spear too. Giving them the least amount of turns is definitely the correct way to do it. I miscounted my math real bad. Meaning I should have tapped my Blade Splicer. I miscounted horribly. Absolutely horribly. Okay. In spite of maths being incredibly hard. You know what they say, math is for blockers, right? Math is for blockers. So that was the practice, not practice, so the 1v1 rooms. Green White D&T versus Phoenix. Yeah, when you're not playing against Hogaak, the deck's pretty fun and pretty good. I like it. But I've always liked it. I'm biased, right? Thalia's, Flickerwist, Blaze Splices. That is my jam. Thank you for watching. I've been Vince, also as PleasantKenobi on the internet. Deck list is on screen now. Deck list in the description below. Make sure you like the video. Comment down below. I'll have more content coming soon. I've just been quite ill recently. Still a bit ill. Trying to get over this horrible lurgy that I've had. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel already. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all very, very soon. Ta-ta for now.